minutes, allow me to adopt your protocol as mine. And I speak on behalf of the North Central. The North Central, I should remind you, is made up of 6 states and the federal capital, and we have 51 members on the floor. I bring message of solidarity from the North Central to the leadership of the House of Representatives under Speaker Dogara, and indeed the leadership of the National Assembly. For those who were in the 7th Assembly, you will recall that by the 2nd year, we have fought 2 major battles. And in the process, we lost a member. In the process, we removed the Speaker. In hindsight, I think, 6th Assembly, I beg your pardon. In hindsight, I think things could have been done differently, should have been done differently, but you can't reverse time, and we can only take the lessons from there. To be fair, we had our own fair share of fisticuffs in the 8th Assembly, and bloody noses were recorded, but I think we have moved on. I listened to the speech of the guest speaker, and even though you could contest 1 or 2 things that he said, I think what he has done is to put a giant mirror before us and ask us to look into the mirror and move on from there. In my vantage position as chairman of Rules and Business, I want to corroborate the fact or the statistics that were read out by the speaker. We have done quite a lot, and I think we ought to be very proud of ourselves. And I think the North Central will continue to contribute its quota to the stabilization of this House, hence going forward. Last Monday, the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker, you recall, celebrated 1 year of NASBA. NASBA, for those who don't know, is National Assembly Business Environment Roundtable. It's a collaboration between the National Assembly, as was put together by the leadership, and the private sector to identify the laws that we facilitate the ease of doing business. Now, when we celebrated it, for those who were there, the private sector were full of praises because the core mandate of that body is to identify the laws that will ease doing business in Nigeria. And we have started the process, and they were full of praises. And so I think, and yours sincerely is representing the House in the capacity of a co-chair, along with my Senate counterpart. And I think this is something I thought I should mention. Finally, Mr. Speaker, for those of our colleagues who thought that celebrating 2 years, putting together this event is not the best idea, I just want to, before I leave, bring out a quotation. I have a quotation here. It's from Abraham Joshua Heschel. He said, "People of our time are losing the power of celebration. Instead of celebrating, we seek to be entertained. Celebration is an active state, an act of expressing reference or appreciation. To be entertained is a passive act or a spectacle. Celebration is a confrontation, giving attention to the transcendent meaning of one's action." Mr. Speaker, I will say no more. Good afternoon.